The next play in the jumbo heavy scheme is to play tight end corners. And the first thing we're going to look at in this video, of many things, is running the bench concept. Now, to run the bench concept, all you want to do is put square or circle on an out route, or both. Now, for me personally, I like to just put one of them on an out route and then have the other guy on an in that you see right there. As I said, I do a lot of motioning of the outside wide receiver. So my first read's going to be the bench concept as I motion out circle. So I'm going to look at square, I'm going to look at triangle. If it's man, I have the option to hit either guy. If it's a cover 4, I'm going to be able to hit square, no problem. Really, it's just I'm looking at square, looking at triangle. Those are my first 2 reads. And then as I'm motioning out circle and then he cuts back to the inside, that's going to be my 3rd read. And then my 4th read is going to be X, as you see on this play. So square, easy read, bench concept, nothing to it. Simple, simple, simple. You're looking at square, you're looking at triangle, and you just hit the open guy against all certain zones. If they're blitzing, this is what makes this formation so hard to stop. There's so many things you can do, and it's under center, so you can pass that ball so fast. The next thing we're going to look at here is beating cover 3. Now that time circle got caught up, but as you see, all we need to do, and this is the same setup that I ran in years past in NCAA and in Madden 15, is just streak the tight end next to the squiggly post. So in this case, we ran it flip, so we streak X, and then it's a single high safety cover 3. And I don't know why I put a couple examples of me actually overthrowing the ball, but hey, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And then we're going to be able to hit that squiggly post against that single high safety cover 3. Sometimes I get creative, like you saw right there. I motion out the squiggly post, make some of the other reads first, and then make that as my last read, just to make them think that I might be running something else. As you see again right there, cover 3, the single high safety rolls up top, and then circle or square, if we run it on the other side, is going to be wide open. Now, that's not going to be your first read. For me personally, when I run jumbo heavy, I do something a little bit different than what I do when I run other things. And I got this from a guy, True Statement, who is retired from Madden, but really had the ability to be the best Madden player out there, I believe. He was a beast. Won a New Jersey tournament years back, but he just hated the game and stopped playing. But he taught me that you got to read the safeties first. And he used to hate it when I would run quarter 3 deep because there was 3 safeties deep. And he'd be like, oh man, it's so confusing. But this is the formation that I'll read the safeties first. Right here, I'm looking. Safeties, okay, 1's rolling over top. So now it's either man or cover 3. I recognize it's cover 3. And now I hit circle. In any other formation that I run, I don't really read safeties like that. I don't know why. I feel very comfortable in the jumbo heavy. So if I see that they split back like man or a cover 2, then I know the shell. Here I see that, even though it was a single high safety beforehand, some people like to show blitz, do things like that. But, for the most part, if you see a single high safety beforehand, go to tight end corners and just streak the tight end. This is a quick snap play you can use to beat cover 3. And again, this is why I motion out guys, because now we got the corner route as a quick read, and then we can hit the in route that we motion out if he doesn't happen to be open deep. See, they cover him, and I see that we do have a step, so we're able to make that throw. But if I don't have that step, then I can hit that in route that I motioned out, because now it's on a delay. Or if we just leave it as is and we don't motion anybody at all, then that in route is going to keep your opponent at bay. As you see right there, he's using it, and then we just hit the post right over top. So that's really what it is that you want to do, is you want to be kind of forcing your opponent to choose which guy he's going to use her. If he's going to play cover 3, he's got to make that decision. Is he going to use her the post, or is he going to use her the underneath in route? Now, there's another setup that I'm going to show later on, but first we're going to get to one of my favorite quick snapping setups out of the tight end corners if we're not going to streak the tight end. And that is by just dragging triangle. This is a really nice quick snap play that we can use because the reads are so simple out of the tight end corners. As I mentioned, it's fantastic against man and zone. So we're just going to drag triangle, and then the read is triangle, then circle, and the post route is going to be the last read, or the corner route is going to be the last read. But as you see right here, we go triangle, circle, right over top of it. So as he's chasing triangle, we hit circle on the comeback, which is, again, one of the reasons why I love to motion the wide receivers out, because it gets them chasing those targets. And then we're able to hit the drags and the in routes and et cetera, underneath. They have to choose. We're either going to hit them up top or we're going to hit them underneath. Or, of course, we're going to run the ball. So when I run this setup, you can run it to either side. You can come out in the play flipped and then run triangle on a drag to the other side, which is something that we will get into. It is a setup that I prefer. But if we're running tight end corners like this and we're running triangle and we want the post route to be on the left side, just like you saw right there, then we're going to mix it up by just dragging triangle. I know there's a lot to learn. It's almost confusing to the point where it's like, oh man, there's so much. But just watch the video a couple times and you'll see. Now here's a little bit of a mixture of something else that I like to do. Instead of running the bench concept, I just put a guy in a flat, which really dates back to the NCAA and Madden 15 days. It was more flat routes that I used than out routes. And here's another thing that we'll get into by motioning this running back on an out route. If it's a cloud flat, we're actually going to the short side of the field, only to the short side. If it's a cloud flat, we can hit this all day, every day. Now, because it's tight end corner and we motion it, if we happen to have the corner route on the same side, then if it's a hard flat, we'll just hit the corner over top. But if it's a cloud flat, as you see right here, we're going to get this every single time. Easy yards, 5 yards a pop, every single time. Only to the short side of the field. As you see right there, if he backs up, then we're going to be able to hit the running back. If he plays down low, plays the hard flat, then it's the corner route that you're going to want to hit. So again, so many things out of the jumbo heavy formation. We haven't even gotten into the run game yet. We're beating cover 3. We got quick snap formations. We're motioning guys out all over the place. I mean, it really is just incredible, which is why I'm so proud that I came up with it and that other people had to steal it from me. It's just a great formation. I'll see you next time.
Fires quickly. Quick throw, caught by the fullback. He scored. Across the middle, he's got his fullback. Zips it to the tight end. Tackle around the 20. Quick throw to the tight end. Tackle right around. And here's a quick throw. And he brings it down. Across midfield. Tackle made.